Alright, so here I am giving a quick glance over of the current project. TS, you should probably get, or should probably already have a decent idea of what this particular file is since you've done Open Frameworks before. So, just a quick rundown of this file anyway. Bunch of keyboard related variables that get assigned depending on what keys I push, which is determined by something like this. TS, you probably know what this is already. And setting up a frame rate in here, and then the majority of my work is actually done in my level file instead of in here, which would go, where did I put it? Right there. Which would start right here. This is just a bunch of actor loading, deletion related stuff. This right here actually is quite important because this little bit of code right here allows me to do all of these, which is freaking glorious. Basically, I just kind of, with this macro, I kind of dynamically assign function pointers to with the correct names and stuff like that. And yeah, it just makes work a fuck ton easier. Anyway, let me give an example. Okay, so the basic setup is, spawn a player at this x coordinate, this y coordinate, this z coordinate with this width, height, and depth. And it's basically the exact same for all of them. And it looks really simple, it's easy to add crap, and so here's how it kind of looks to make new actors anyway. So, actor H. Let's see. That is the base struct of it. It's not a class at all, because I've purposely avoided classes because I consider them complicated and tedious, even though for everybody else it's not. Anyway, these are the function pointers. As far as you need to know, they are just basically addresses that are like, okay, feed me function, or a function address later on, and then I'll use that instead, type thing. So, basic stuff. Positions, that you can just ignore, but these, width, width, height, depth, and then their velocity. Event overlap. This runs whenever actors overlap. This basically displays the actor, and then this is a little kind of code that you can have run every frame for every for whatever actor basically, so you can kind of customize it. Does actor collide? This is just a little collision helper function that I use to detect if two different actors have collided. Move actor, that should be self-explanatory. Same for move actor reverse. This is actually just to correct something later on in the physics engine type of thing. It's not too important. Anyway, other vars, that's experimental. Actually, I'll probably remove that. What was it? Oh yeah. So here's an example. So in my actor.h file, so my header file, I'll define kind of the function names here for every individual actor type. So for the player, I'll have player event overlap, player display, player run. For border, kill zone, and even car, it's the same thing. Car event overlap, car display, car run, which if you look inside the macro, right, where is it? Here. What this means is that it'll concatenate the name I pass to it with the function I'm trying to point to, which if you look down here, look, player, border, kill zone, car. Where does that look familiar? Oh, right there. Look at that. So yeah, that's exactly what I mean by, or when I say that it saves me a shit ton of work. Anyway, one last thing. Actor.cpp. So to flesh out, or to flesh them out, it would look something like this. This basically just kind of moves the player based on what keyboard buttons were pushed type thing. Or at least it changes its velocity, so that way the physics engine moves it the way I want. TS, you probably know what this is. This sets the color, and then this basically draws a rectangle where I want it. The majority of everything right now is just rectangles until I put actors in. Or not actors, till I put static meshes in. Border is pretty self-explanatory. The only thing that the border class or actor type is meant to do is just to kind of keep everything in place, to keep it from moving to the side, including the player. I might add something in the bottom and top too, I don't know. Just to prevent the player. I don't know, maybe later. Kill zone, this is specifically designed to not even be visible or to not have any special run code. The only thing it does is when something collides it, it adds it to this little function, which adds the actor to a deletion pool so that it gets deleted later. Oh yeah, this is very important. If you want to delete an actor, you have to put it in here. Because if you just go off and get rid of it the normal way, it kind of, yeah, there's just too many problems. Basically, the biggest issue is that if you got the physics engine running and then something gets removed normally, then it kind of fucks it up because it checks everything against everything, and if something just goes missing or gets moved, things might get doubled up, or, yeah, it avoids that. Anyway, so, carve-in overlap, what's this? Oh yeah, so right now, as far as I've got it, if player overlaps car, then game stops. You know, pretty self-explanatory. Oh yeah, this makes the car move downward 1 pixel per frame. Actually, kind of, how do I put it? Yeah, so everything is actually moving, the player is not, and it gives the illusion that the player is moving, and that the world is kind of generating into it. I'm just doing it this way because it's honestly a lot easier to design, although for a lot of other people it might be a little backwards. But, Anyway, I went with it, so I'm sticking with it. Oh yeah, and there was one last thing I was wanting to show. So I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is to add new things to this. So, to start off, actor.h, yeah, I'm going to add a, what should it be called? Should it be called a roadblock? Yeah, that or pedestrian, I don't know, something stupid. Pedestrian, no. Yes? No. Fuck it, roadblock. So I'm just, for ease of development, going to copy that, move it down here, rename this, and I just like to keep my shit commented a little bit and separated. Road block. Get rid of that. And rename all of these guys. The naming is extremely important for that function, or for that macro to work. Alright. Yeah, I think the spelling's all correct. So, oops, my bad. So, after that, I just copy that guy down into here, or wait, sorry, wrong file. Copy it into my actor.cpp file, so my source file, like this. And I start off by doing this, and this, and actually, yeah, okay. This guy I want to have left empty. This one, what should I make him look like? Roadblock, just yellow? Maybe? Like pure yellow? I don't know, white? Yeah, fuck it, white. Why not? So, OF set color. I can use just one value since I'm sticking to grayscale, so white there. And I'll copy this to draw it. Voila. Easy. Simple and easy. Oh wait, no, I don't want that empty, I forgot. I need this guy to move down, how many pixels per frame? Let's see, a moving car, if the player is moving faster than a car of like 1 pixel per, you'd think something stationary would be like a lot faster. You know, like moving towards the player faster because, or I mean, especially if you're thinking of the player like traveling along the highway or something like that. So I'm gonna make it affect their own velocity by I don't know, plus 5 maybe? At the least? I don't know. I'll experiment with it. Probably like 10. Yeah, probably like 10, because I would want to use them very sparingly, and realistically, the difference would be freaking huge. Anyway, event overlap. Oh yeah, they're supposed to do the same basic thing, so I'll just copy this guy, put him in here. So basically, if the player's run if the other actor that is overlapped has a run function that equals player run, then we know for a fact that it's a player. So it's basically checking if the actor is a player, and then it does the little level game over function, which the only thing that does currently is just stop it from running. I mean, it stops at the last frame. I can add menus and shit to that later. It's easy. See? Very little time to add something new. Just compile. Actually, you know what? I haven't even put it in. My bad. I've designed it, but I've not put it in the level. So, I don't know. What position? I don't know. Maybe basically the same as where I put the car, just a little over to the right. That should do it. It's probably going to zoom by a little. Alright, so the player is a green rectangle, just to let you guys know. There we go. There's a problem. But yeah, if the player touches that, it is game over. Oh wait, they're both cars. Doi. Brain fart. Roadblock. Perfect. The roadblock should look white, and then the other car should look yellow, and it should move way faster. Like 5 times faster. So, we can get the bugger to compile. There we go. There's a bit of a bug there. Oh well. So yeah, if player touches that, game freezes, game over. Let's see what I went wrong. Watch it be something extremely simple. So, velocity Y. What did I do? It's bound to be something extreme. Wait. It's supposed to equal 5, not plus 5. That doesn't even make sense. Oops. There. Fixed. The bulk of this is just copy and paste for the most part, with slight modifications here and there. Oh look, it zoomed right by. Actually, roadblocks don't work like that. They're supposed to kind of, I don't know, block things instead of be shaped like a car, so... width? Yeah, that's the width, so I want to change out to like 150-ish. And make that more like 10. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, look at that. Freaking awesome. I know it looks ugly as fuck, but I'm obviously using placeholders and whatnot, so... And I'm kind of making crap up as I go. So, yeah, let me know what you think.